Hello, everybody. I let's see. I've been busy all day today. I've been preparing to breed rats, and it took several days for me to get the number of rats that I wanted. There was a number of emails and things back and forth between the guy that I was getting them from, and his schedule and my schedule being different and all that. And then um, I was able to find a used, slightly used Critter Nation cage. That's what you see now. It has great access, which is perfect for people who who have disabilities because you can reach the whole cage rather than just a small door in it. It opens like an armoire. You just press the two buttons like that, and it opens. You can actually open both, and then it actually took a while for me to arrange that also because the woman was with a local rat rescue, and she had originally said $100 or best offer. And I figured since it was used, even though it was in fairly good condition, I offered her $60, and she waffled a little bit. And during that time, there were two more people who expressed an interest in it, and so there was a lot of emailing back and forth, and we finally settled on 75, which is still a very good deal, considering that these cages usually retail for $200 to $300, depending on who you buy it from. If you buy it new, the only drawback about this cage was once my aide picked it up, I had to give her a check and then have her meet the woman at a local Walmart to pick it up. It took me from 3 o'clock when my aide left until like 7:41 to put the thing together because I think it had a few manufacturer's defects, and then I think there was some rust. It wasn't, badly rusted, but some of the pegs that go into the holes were somewhat rusted. But the main thing that made it difficult to put together was that it was out of alignment really badly. It looked as though the frame was somewhat twisted because I kept pushing and pulling, and I finally had to sort of use a rawhide mallet on it to try to get it together. Finally, I was able. At first I was really worried that I was never going to be able to get it together, that it was too badly misaligned, and I think part of it had to do with the welding of this particular one. They're not all like that. I've heard great things about them, and some people get them and they're perfectly aligned and no problems whatsoever. But I think this was probably just one of those individual cages that that they messed up on a little bit, and so it took me a number of hours to finally get all the pieces to fit. There's a number of panels that you have to fit together, and then you have to put the bottom that has it's kind of like heavy-duty wire. You have to fit that into the front and the back panels. There's some pegs that go into it, and it's quite a job to put it together. If it's misaligned. Now, I'm sure if it had not been, it probably wouldn't have taken long at all. I think maybe a half an hour, something like that. But these are great cages to have if you're breeding rats. I think a single unit like the one I have, you can keep about 5 rats in it. And I actually got a breeding pair. of rats this morning, from the guy that I was emailing about that. And has got a pregnant female, her mate, and then um, several weed rats, and then a few that were, I guess, described as medium small. And I'm probably going to keep the mother and her babies in here for the time being, and I'm hoping eventually to get the second story. They have what they call an add-on cage that you can buy, and it's expandable, so you can take this top wire grid off, and then there's sort of a separation type pan that you can, well, there's two types of pans. There's one if you want to house rats separately, like if you want to keep the males separate from the females, and then there's another one. There's another one for if you want to have a large number of rats living together, and you just want them to have more room and access to a top and bottom floor. So I'm planning on getting one of those at some point so I can keep more in this big cage, because this is so much easier to clean than the tubs that I have. The rats that I have currently right now, I have them in these large plastic tubs, 105 quarts, I think that's what it is. And let's see, let me turn off this email here because it's dinging. But yeah, I have, I'll show you what I have here. It's a little hard to do with my laptop camera here. Let's see if you can see inside the tub. I have Ruby, which is my albino hairless rat. And in fact, the guy was actually asking me where I got a hairless rat. He actually was wanting some for his collection. And so I told him I'd give out the name of the other guy that I got her from. But you can see, let's see, hopefully you can see this. Yeah, there's a little one in the front, little black and white one, and then let me see if I can give you a little better view here. Man, I can't wait till I get a decent video camera. So that's probably a little hard to see, and you're looking through plastic and all that. But I think he brought 3 or 4 of the wing rats, and in fact, my male pastel clown, Caduceus, he was kind of avoiding striking the ones this size, this little black and white one. But I put a wing rat in there, and although he still was a little hesitant, he was a little bit shy about going for it. He did end up eating it, and this is the first time he's eaten in, gosh, probably over a month. For a while, he was eating this larger size with no problems, but then I think he came across the hairless rats when I had the males, and I was trying to feed the males, and that just really freaked him out. He didn't know what to do about it because he looked at it like he thought it was some sort of an alien or something. He really didn't know what it was. He was looking at it really funny. And let's see if I can show you the mom and pop rat. The 2 that are going to be having a litter sometime soon. The female is the black and white one. And let's see if I can manage to see it for a minute. To show you inside there. Let's see. Okay, if you can see. Oops. Oh, you can, yeah, I think you might be able to see them now. They're both snuggling up and sleeping. And yeah, the male is no, the male is the cream and white one, and the black and white one is the female. But she's pregnant, and she doesn't look quite as pregnant as the guy told me. He said that she was due to have her litter any day now, and she looked to me like she was pregnant, but it didn't look as if it was that soon. But I guess we'll see in time. So let me see if I can plug this back in. Electrical outlet is a little bit loose. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, that's very loose. Okay, I'm exhausted. Yeah, so, yeah, putting this cage together took a lot out of me. I don't have a lot of energy anyway, but I wanted to get this together because hopefully I'll be able to get all the accessories into it. I need to get some fleece coverings for the bottom pan, and then this platform also, and hopefully one for the ladder. There's a sort of a wire rung type ladder that goes from the platform down to the bottom, and I'm planning on getting some other things, some things for them to hide in, and hopefully some sort of a nesting box type thing. I want to get a soft one, rather than a hard one or one made of wood, because wood tends to absorb urine a lot, and it begins to smell. And at least a lot of these fabric ones that you can buy for rodents are washable. So if they pee on it, it's no big thing. You can just throw it in the wash and clean it, and then it's fresh and new once you put it back in your cage. But I wanted to show you some of the things that I've been doing, and also I wanted to show you these rat hoppers, feeding hoppers that I'm making. This is one of them. I just make out of hardware cloth. And I know there's a number of videos on variations of this on YouTube, but this one, actually the first one I made covering up one that's for feeding squirrels, but the holes were too big because then the lab blocks would not fit in it. And I just have it where I open it at the top, and then I put the lab blocks in there. And right now what I'm doing is I'm just putting it in the cage, so at least it prevents them from carrying the food all over the place and peeing on it and contaminating it. But what I plan on doing eventually is attaching it. I'll probably put one in here, attaching it to the side with some wire, and then the rats that stay in the tubs, I'll probably do the same thing. I'll find some way to drill some holes and attach it with some wire or something like that, so that it will sit kind of flush to the side of the bin, and then it's just sort of like, runs parallel to the wall. Sort of like, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, sort of like this, but on the inside. It would just, fit like that. Yeah, hopefully you can see well enough with this lighting. I know the lighting is kind of funky in here, but yeah, that's what I plan on doing for their food receptacles. But I'm also looking into some of those automatic watering systems that people use with their rat racks, that I can use in bins and also in this cage too, because that would be a whole lot more convenient than be a whole lot more convenient than using these water bottles for each cage. But yeah, it looks like Ruby is coming out to say hi. Let me see if I can get her out. And you can see her. Come here, Ruby. Come here. Oh, there she is. There she is. Yep, that is Ruby, my female albino hairless rat. And she's not completely hairless. She actually has sort of peach fuzz. She feels like suede. She's very soft. And I actually did a video of her and then the male that I had before, before I fed him to the snake. The two of them climbing on me and, having a good time. But, yeah, that's Ruby. And hopefully I will be able to get a few other things gathered together in the next few days. I'm looking to order some stuff on eBay and Amazon and various places to try to, get some accessories for this Critter Nation cage. And if any of you find out about any discounts on the add-on cages, I'm hoping, I think I found one once that was about $88, which was also a really good price. And they're almost as big as this cage. They're just sort of like a double-decker. So let me know if any of you find out about, some kind of a discount with some company for the Critter Nation add-on cage. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it this month. I'll have to see what my finances are. But I do eventually plan on getting it so that I have more room and I can keep more of the rats in that cage because there's a lot better airflow in a cage like this than in a bin. Even if you do drill holes and that kind of thing, it's not quite as good ventilation as one like this that's open. I do need to get a scatter guard so that they don't strew paper and poop and various things all over the floor here. But yeah, this cage has a number of different accessories that you can buy separately. Things like scatter guards and then fleece that cover the bottom and cover the ladder and hides and various things like that. Just wanted to fill you in on the latest, what I've been doing. I've been really, really busy for the last probably 4 or 5 days dealing with planning and trying to get this rat stuff together. And it's really exciting that I'll be able to produce my own rats rather than having to pay exorbitant prices to the frozen thawed industry. So if you haven't yet, subscribe and like and comment and share. I don't know what my next video is going to be, but I'm hoping to do some more, especially as things progress with this rat colony and I start to have some new experiences that I think you might be interested in. Well, thanks for watching.